In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an Amazon affiliate e-commerce website using WordPress. I'm going to take you through absolutely everything step by step. The site we're going to be creating looks just like this. And as you can see, I've created my site all around the swimming pool signs niche, or niche, if you're in America. But of course, you can create your site around whatever niche or niche you like. The site looks really good. It uses a free theme that utilizes the Elementor page builder, making it really easy to put pages together that look really good. We're also going to be using the fantastic Woozone WordPress plugin to enable us to bring in the products from Amazon. And the great thing about this plugin is that you don't need Amazon API keys in order to do this, which, if you know anything about Amazon API keys, they're quite hard to get. If you've never seen one of these sites before, the way it works is that when a visitor adds some products to their cart on your site, and then they go to checkout, they are automatically redirected across to Amazon to complete their purchase. And when they do complete it, you earn yourself some commission. So if you're up for creating a fantastic Amazon affiliate e-commerce website, let's go. Hello, it's Alex here from WP Eagle. I hope you're all well. Now, before we get started, why not take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be loads more videos around affiliate marketing coming soon and you're not going to want to miss them. So yeah, click the button below. Make sure you click the bell to be notified when I do upload. So in this feature-length video, I'm going to take you through absolutely everything you need to know when it comes to setting up a Amazon affiliate e-commerce website with WordPress. I'm going to be showing you how to get your hosting set up, and that's basically where your website lives. I'm going to be showing you how to install WordPress, how to install the theme and the plugins, how to import products, how to set up a blog area on your website, how to submit the site to search engines, how to track visitors, basically absolutely everything you need to know, which is why this video is quite long. However, I've made it really easy for you to navigate through the video and find the bits of information that you need. If you look in the description below, you'll see timings for all of the important bits. And if you click on the timings, you can quickly jump to that point and watch from there. Anyway, before we jump on the computer and get started, let me just clarify how much you're going to need to spend today. There is a small cost involved. As you'd imagine, setting up a website does involve a couple of things. The majority of stuff we're using is free. WordPress, the theme is free, and some other bits and bobs we're going to be using, they're all free. But there are two things that you are going to need to purchase today. Now, the first thing you're going to need is your website hosting. This is basically where your website lives on the internet. I'm going to be recommending the fantastic Siteground. They came out top in a recent review I did of lots of different hosting companies. And yeah, they came out top in terms of speed and security and features and support and value for money, all that stuff. So yeah, I can confidently recommend that you'll be in good hands if you take out hosting with Siteground. I've managed to secure a fantastic deal with them, and you can take advantage of that deal just by following my link, which you'll find in the description, and it will appear in some cards as well. That link is an affiliate link, so I do earn a commission if you use it. I really appreciate it. It's the affiliate commissions that keep the YouTube channel going. So yeah, if you do enjoy my videos, then yeah, I really appreciate it if you could use my links. So if you do follow my link, you'll get hosting for the first year for an amazing $71.50. I think that works out around 65 UK pounds. And yeah, Siteground is available in both the US and the UK, so wherever you are in the world, they'll be fine for you. The next thing you're going to need is the Woozone plugin. This is available on Code Canyon. Again, you'll find links to everything that you need within the video and within the description. The cost for the plugin is just $49, and that gives you your support and your license and everything you need with the plugin. So the total is, top of my head, what's that, $120.50? Which is quite a small investment to get a business up and running. And that will cover you for the first year when it comes to hosting and your software license. So that's the costs out the way. Let's just quickly talk about earnings. And obviously this does depend on lots of different things, like the niche that you choose, how much work you do on the site, how much content you add to the site, how many products you add to the site. Lots of different variables will affect the amounts of money that you're likely to earn from the site. But what I'll do is I'll put some links in the description and maybe put a link up in a card now to some other videos I've got on the channel where I've been interviewing viewers just like yourself on how their websites are going. And one that springs to mind is a video I did where I was doing an interview, I say, with a viewer, and they were earning $1,000 a month with their site. So that's pretty good. But yeah, you'll find some real world case studies and stories in the description. So anyway, I think that's enough looking at my face. Let's get on the computer and let's get this website set up. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you're going to be fine. If you do get stuck at any point, then leave a question or comment below and I will do my best to reply and help you out. But as I say, that's enough looking at my face. Let's get on the computer. Let's get the site built. The first thing we're going to do is set up our web hosting. So web hosting is where you hire a small bit of a server, allows you to install WordPress, and the hosting company then makes sure that your website is accessible across the internet. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And your hosting company are also there if you've got any technical problems. You can always get in touch with them via their support system and they'll generally help you out with any problems or questions that you might have. Now, there's a lot of different web hosting companies out there, so sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming when it comes to choosing which one is the best for you. I'm going to help you with that right now because I'm going to recommend this company. They're called Siteground. I've used them for a number of my websites and I found their service to be excellent. I also recently did a full review of lots of different hosting companies. I'll put a link up to that video now if you want to go check it out. But basically, to cut a long story short, I tested, I think, about 10 different hosting companies, put the same website on each of them, and I measured their speed and performance. I had a look at the different features they're offering. I checked out their support systems, and then I gave them an overall score in terms of value for money. And by the end of that, Siteground had come out on top. They offer a fantastically fast service. The support is excellent. You get a lot of features for your money, which in turn makes them great value for money. So that's why I'm going to be recommending them today. Now, you'll find a link to Siteground in the video description. I've also put one up in a card. It should have just appeared. I really appreciate if you could use that link. Just give it a click and sign up via that link. Not only will you get a discount, but also I'll receive a small affiliate commission. That really helps me out in terms of funding the production of these videos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really appreciate if you could just click on my link and use that when you're signing up. The hosting I'm going to be going for today is going to be this WooCommerce hosting because we're going to be creating a WooCommerce site. So it's probably going to be the best fit. Let's click Get Started. Now you've got a choice of 3 different packages. Now I recommend that if you can afford it, you go for the Grow Big package. It allows you to have unlimited websites. So if you're thinking of creating a few different sites, you can have them all on this one hosting package. Also gives you a bit of extra space and extra visits per month. As well as the essential WordPress features, you also get these premium features if you need them. So there's a super cacher, which makes the site even faster. There's a backup and there's some staging stuff as well. If you can't afford to grow big, then the startup will be just fine, although you can only have the one website. But of course, if you're thinking of adding a new website in the future, a second or third website, then you can easily upgrade to grow big. So I'm going to click Get Plan. Now we've got the order form. So it's a pretty simple order form. Stick your email in the top. Set yourself a password, enter all of your information in terms of name and address and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to fill in this form right now because that'd be a bit boring. I'll do it in a moment. Next, you've got your payment information. So enter your credit card number. Then the final box here is the plan information. Here's the Grow Big that we've just chosen. You can choose the data center. Now, I'm going to be creating a website that's going to be targeting the US. So I think it'd probably be a good idea to have the server in the US as well. So let's go for Chicago. And then this option here is to select the period. 12 months is usually fine. It's going to take a few months to get the website up running and start, getting some traffic and earning some money. So I would strongly recommend against having the trial because there's an extra fee involved, and 1 month is not really going to be long enough to, you know, unleash the full potential of your website. So go for at least 12 months, but you might want to go for longer as well. Then you've just got 2 boxes to tick. Well, 1 actually. You don't have to have the news and special offers, but you might as well. And then just click Pay Now. So I'm just going to fill in this form, and then we'll carry on. So I'm all signed up. I filled in the form, paid all my money and all that kind of stuff. And I've just received this email from Siteground with all the information that I need. It's got some DNS settings that we're going to need in a moment. If you've already got a domain registered with someone else. And basically what we need to do is go and log in. So we can just click on this button here. And then enter the information that you just signed up with. And then the password. Then we get this page that allows us to start setting up our new hosting account. So first question is around your domain name. Now, if you've already got a domain name, which I have, I've got a domain name registered over at GoDaddy. That's fine. We're going to repoint those existing domain names in a moment. If you don't already have a domain name, then you can register one right now with Siteground. Just click on this button, type in the domain name that you want, and then select the extension that you want to go for. I would recommend one of these popular ones, a .co.uk if you're in the UK, a .com maybe, possibly a .info. Generally, I go for a .com if you possibly can, because I still think they're the best kind of domain names. But, you know, go for whatever you like. I'm going to select I already have a domain name. Then I'm going to type in the domain name that I have, which is swimsigns.com. Click confirm. The next thing is this option here to enhance our account, which I'm going to leave. We don't need that right now. So I'm going to click confirm, tick that box, and then click complete setup. There we go. It's all done. It says your account is ready to use. So let's proceed to customer area. Now we're in. This is our Siteground customer area where we can do pretty much everything that we need to. So what we need to do now is repoint our domain name if you've got it already registered with another company, maybe GoDaddy or Namecheap or Namester. We just need to add our DNS servers at the domain registrar. If you just registered a domain name with Siteground, then you can skip this step. I'll put a time up on the screen now. Just jump forward to that time and you can finish setting up your hosting by installing an SSL certificate. And then you can move on to the next section where we'll be working on WordPress. But the rest of you that have already got a domain registered elsewhere, let's update those DNS settings. So I'm going to head over to GoDaddy, which is where my domain name is registered. I like to have all my domain names in one place, so that's why I use GoDaddy. I've used them for many, many years, and I found them to be excellent for domain names. They're absolutely terrible for web hosting, so I don't use them for that. But for domain names, yeah, they're really good. Now, the steps are going to be pretty much the same for every domain registration company. Basically, what you need to do is sign in. And then you need to find the domain name that we're going to be changing. So I'm just going to do a search because I've got so many domain names. There we go, swimsigns.com. Then I'm going to be changing the DNS. So I've gone into manage DNS. So you want to look for a similar setting with your domain name company. It'll be DNS or name servers, that kind of thing. So I'm going to scroll right down. And here we go, name servers. And this is what we're going to change. So I'm going to click change. I'm going to change it to custom. We've got 2 boxes here where we can enter the name servers. So let me just find that email again that I got from Siteground. Here it is. I'm going to scroll down. Then we've got these 2 name servers. So I'm just going to copy and paste them. So highlighting, and then I'm going to copy, paste that in. Then the second one as well. Just highlight that. Right click, copy, and paste it in. Then save. Now that's going to take a few moments to update. Sometimes it can take a couple of hours, but hopefully it's only going to take a few minutes. And close my email, don't need that anymore. We'll know that the domain has been updated and that we're kind of pointing at the Siteground hosting when we type in the name into our browser, the domain name. and we see this page, because this is WordPress. It's been installed for us by Siteground. It's all up and running. It doesn't look particularly great right now, but obviously we're going to work on it and make it look fantastic. But this means that we're all up and running. Domain name has been repointed and all is good. There's one final step that I want to do, and that is I want to install an SSL certificate, because at the moment it shows not secure up here in the browser, which is not great. So let's install an SSL certificate. To do that, you need to go into your Siteground user area, go into My Accounts, then this red button here, go to cPanel, click Proceed. Scroll down and then click on Let's Encrypt. Then click Install. Now that might take a few moments, but generally it's pretty quick. The next step is going to be to install our theme to give the website a nice look and feel. And then we'll also be installing some plugins to give us the functionality that we need. You've done well to get this far. Let's get on to the next section. In this part of the video, we're going to be logging into WordPress. We're going to be adjusting some of the settings, and we're also going to be installing our theme, which will give us a nice look and feel to the site. So hopefully you've received another email from Siteground. I've got mine here. It says that we're all set up and complete. It's got some more information. It's also got our Woocommerce/WordPress information. It's got the username here. If we click on this link here, it will take us to the WordPress admin area. It's basically your domain name /WP-admin. Then if we enter the username, I'm just going to copy and paste it. And then the password that we created during the sign up process. If you've forgotten what that was, then you can reset your password by clicking on this Lost Your Password link. Basically just enter your email address and it will reset the password for you. So let's just go back to the login page. Well, let's type that in again, James C 45. Then I happen to have the password in my clipboard. I'm just going to paste that in. I'm going to tick Remember Me. That way I don't have to keep logging in. So here we are, we're in the WordPress dashboard. This is where we can do absolutely everything to do with our website, including adding content and changing settings and all that kind of good stuff. So this is the dashboard. There's lots of messages that have popped up, which we don't really need. I'm going to just get rid of that one, dismiss it. I don't want Jetpack installed right now, so I'm going to close that. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do is just go into the general settings of WordPress and just adjust all these so that they are as they should be. So the site title, enter the name of your site in here. I'm going to call it Swim Signs. Then a little strap line or tagline. Something like that. It's generally not displayed on the site much, but it's good to have. Now here we can adjust the WordPress URL. What I'm going to do, because we just installed that SSL certificate, hopefully you did that. If you didn't do that, then don't adjust these just yet. But you remember just a moment ago, we went into the Let's Encrypt area within the cPanel and requested an SSL certificate. Well, I'm sure that that's been installed by now. So let's just switch the settings here so that we can utilize it. So I'm just going to add an S there. So it now reads HTTPS. On both of these, on the WordPress URL and on the site address. Here is your email address. That's probably fine. You don't need to change that. You can adjust your language and all that kind of stuff here if you want. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to click Save Changes. Now we need to log in again, which my password manager has just done for me, because we are now on that secure connection. You can see up here we've now got the padlock. It's not saying unsecure. It's all good. So that's those settings done. The next settings that I want to adjust are the permalinks. I'm just going to adjust these very slightly. I'm going to go to Custom Structure. Just going to remove what's in there. Then down here, I'm going to click Category and then Post Name. That's just the way I like it. Now the permalinks are the URL, so it's basically how the pages are shown in the address bar and the unique addresses that they're all given. All the rest is fine. Let's click Save Changes. Now let's go into plugins and just take a look in there. I just want to clean out some plugins that we're not going to be using. So we've already got WooCommerce installed, which is what we are going to be using. So we're going to keep that. If you haven't got WooCommerce installed, maybe you chose a different hosting package from Siteground and not the WooCommerce one, then you need to go up to Add New and type WooCommerce in here. And then you just have a button here that says install now and activate. For me, it says active. And if yours says active, then you're all fine and you've got it installed. So let's just go back into the plugins. I'm just going to remove this Hello Dolly. We don't need that. You might want to use Akismet. It stops you getting comment spam. So I'm going to leave that for now. I might turn it on later. I'm going to get rid of Jetpack. I'm not a big fan of Jetpack. So I'm going to deactivate and delete that one. And there we go. That's fine. We'll leave SG Optimizer for now. Though I do have some techniques to make your site even faster, which we can look at maybe in another video. Probably leave it for now. So we've got this message at the top that says we need to run the WooCommerce setup wizard. So let's do that. Now, WooCommerce is an e-commerce platform. It's designed for selling real products, you know, where you actually have a warehouse or whatever full of products and you ship stuff out. Now, obviously for us, we're going to be promoting Amazon products, although we are using WooCommerce to do that. So basically what I'm getting at is that this setup is a little bit redundant because it's designed with a proper shop in mind, whereas we're going to be an affiliate shop. But hey, let's go through it anyway. You don't really need to worry too much about the address because that's not going to be showing on anything, really. It would do if, as I say, if you were a real shop and you were sending out invoices and stuff, but for us, we're not. Now I'm just going to put my company address in. You can put in whatever you like, really. I've actually got my company address in the clipboard, which is kind of handy, so I'm just going to paste it in. Like that, perfect. For currency, I'm going to go for US dollar, because I say the site is going to be targeting American visitors and promoting American products on Amazon.com. Let's click Let's Go. Now, in terms of payment, we don't need any of this because people are going to be going off to Amazon to place their order. We're not going to be collecting any money or anything like that. We'll get our money directly from Amazon as commission. So just checking here, we don't need any of that. Let's click Continue. We don't need any shipping. We're not going to be shipping anything. We don't need this label printer. We don't need any of that stuff. And we don't want any of these things. Just turn all this off. Don't want Jetpack. Let's click skip this step. So it says we're all ready. So that was WooCommerce done. Let's visit the dashboard. That's perfect. The next thing we're going to do is install our theme. The theme is what's going to give the site its look and feel and all that kind of stuff. I've chosen a great free theme for you today. If we go to Appearance and Themes, we're currently running the Storefront theme, which is another free theme, which is okay. But I think I've got something better. I'm going to click Add New. I'm going to do a search. I'm going to do a search for Astra. There it is. That's the one we're going to be using. So I'm going to click Install, then Activate. Now we can actually delete this Storefront theme by clicking on it and then clicking Delete. I like to keep things nice and tidy. So the new theme is activated. Let's have a look at the site. It looks a little bit different now. I mean, nothing amazing, but we're going to do a whole load of configuration in the next step where we're going to get it looking amazing. We're going to install Woozone, which will allow us to connect to Amazon and download some products. We're obviously going to be signing up as an Amazon affiliate if you haven't done so already. And yeah, and some other bits and bobs in between. Well done if you've made it this far. Let's get on to the next part. So in this part of the video, we're going to make the site look a bit better. We're going to start playing around with the theme, customizing look and feel, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go back into the dashboard by clicking up here. I'm going to install a plugin first, and it's called Elementor. And it's a fantastic page builder. It allows us to create posts and pages using a really good drag and drop interface. Now it's free, though there is a premium version available, which offers a few extra features, but generally you'll be okay with the free version. If you're interested in finding out what the pro version has to offer and whether it's worth it, you'll find a link in the description to a video I recently created where I answer that very question. So Elementor's installed. I'm not going to go through any of this stuff here. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to go into Appearance and then Astra Options. Now Astra is the name of our theme, of course. And the great thing about this theme is it comes with a whole load of starter site templates, and that's what we're going to be using. It's a great way to get up and running really quickly. So we need to install the importer plugin. You can do that by clicking here. It's now asking us to choose our page builder. It's Elementor because we just installed it. I'm going to click next. And these are all of the templates that are available to us. It's just loading them up. So as you can see, there is loads to choose from. I'm going to filter it down just to the e-commerce ones. And the one we're going to be using today is this one here, Brand Store. It's nice, clean, simple, and it's going to be perfect. So click Preview. I like it. And obviously we're going to customize it to make it our own. So I'm just going to click Import Site. It's going to take a few moments. There we go. It's all done. It took 1 minute and 57 seconds. So we can take a look at the site here by clicking on this button. So there we go. The theme is installed and the website is now starting to look like a real website. So the next thing you're going to need to do before we go too much further is sign up as an Amazon associate or an Amazon affiliate, as it's otherwise known. I am already signed up. I've been an Amazon affiliate for a little while. But let me just show you exactly what you need to do if you haven't done so already. So I'm over at Amazon.com. You'll want to go over to whichever Amazon you're looking to promote. You can promote more than one country on one site, that's fine. But you need to be signed up for each one. So if you're going to be signed up for the UK, you need to head over to Amazon.co.uk and sign up there. And if you want to do Amazon.com as well, you'll need to go to Amazon.com and sign up there as well. Now to sign up, all you need to do is scroll right down to the bottom of Amazon. And then in this footer area here, you'll see a link to become an affiliate. Give that a click. And then you'll see this page. Then all you need to do is click on this big button that says join now for free, sign in with your Amazon account, and then start filling in some forms. Now, it's going to ask you about your website. It's going to want to know the domain name. Obviously, we haven't finished building the website yet, but don't worry about that. You can still add it and complete the process and all that and become an Amazon affiliate before the site is even created. Amazon are only going to come and have a look at your site once you've generated free sales. So it's fine to sign up now and then build the site. And obviously, we're going to be using the plugin and we're going to need your Amazon ID and all that kind of stuff in order to track all the sales. But yeah, don't worry about the site not being finished right now. Just go through the process here after you've signed in. Fill in all the forms, enter your website URL and all the rest of it. And then at the end of it, you'll have instant access to the Amazon affiliate dashboard. So the dashboard looks just like this once you've all signed up. You can see all your sales. I haven't got that many just yet, but it's a brand new Amazon affiliate account. I've only had it up a couple of months and it's to do with my other affiliate site that again is quite new. Within here, you get your tracking ID, which is up here. You can also create other tracking IDs. In case you have multiple sites, you can do that within here, manage your tracking IDs. And you can add as many as you like. And it's basically this word here with the little 0720 or some other numbers, could be different numbers for you, that's used to track all of your clicks and sales and all that kind of thing. The other great thing is once you're signed up as an Amazon affiliate, you get this bar across the top, which is useful for creating manual links that you might want to insert into blog posts and that kind of thing. So for example, when you're looking at this product here, you can then easily get a link by clicking on one of these buttons here. So yeah, by using this link on your website, if someone clicks that, comes through to this page, then makes a purchase on Amazon, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this product, they can buy something else, you will then get paid a commission. Now I have got a full video on Amazon site Stripe and this thing across the top. I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to find out more. So the next step for us on our website is to install Woozone, which is going to be the plugin we're going to be using to pull down all the products from Amazon and kind of create the shop area of our website. So let's do that now. So this is the plugin we're going to be using to download products from Amazon onto our website. It's called Woozone or Wzone, or just the Woocommerce Amazon Affiliates WordPress plugin, as it says there. I'll put a link in a card now. It's an affiliate link. I do really appreciate it if you use my links. And that'll send you straight to this page where you can purchase the plugin. It's just $49 for a regular license. Once you've purchased it, you're then able to download. I've already purchased it, so I'm just going to click download. Here it is. And then I'm going to download all files and documentation. Save. There we go. It's now on my computer. Let me just have a look at it. So there it is. You just need to extract the zip. Like that. Then you'll get a folder with a version number. Mine is currently 12.5. Then within there is another folder called plugin. And then that is actually the file that we're going to be uploading within there. It's called woozone.zip. Just close this. Don't need that right now. So we're going to go back to the website. In fact, I can close Code Canyon as well. And we're going to go into the dashboard. And then we're going to go to plugins and add new. And then upload plugin. Then choose file. Then into that folder I just showed you, 12.5 for me. Yours might be a slightly higher number. And then plugin, and then woozone.zip, and then open, then install now. It's going to upload that to our website. Then you're going to want to click activate. Then we're done. I'm going to dismiss this notice. And dismiss this one as well. Now we need to add the item purchase code, which you can find from Code Canyon. Oh, I shouldn't have closed it, should I? Let me just go back into Code Canyon. If I come back to this page here, if I go to support, then if you scroll down, you'll find the license codes at the bottom. There's mine. Just going to copy that into the clipboard, come back to the site and paste it in. Then let's scroll down and click activate now. Okay, so now it's brought up the Woozone setup wizard. So let's go through this. It says what kind of site is Swim Signs. It's going to be a kind of blog, online store. It's a bit of both, really. Let's go with other for now. It's a fresh install. What is the purpose you want to use Wzone? Is that one? I'm that should be typo. Then you just want to double check these options. So on-site cart, yes. 90-day cookie, yeah. Reviews, cross-selling, all that stuff is good. Checkout email means you can collect some email addresses from people as they check out. All that's good. Leave all that ticked. Prices is Amazon or other sellers. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll leave that as it is. We don't want to import products with zero price. We do want to import attributes. Of course, you can adjust these if you like, but generally they're going to be fine. Number of images set to all, that's good. Variations all as well. Spin on import, that means it's going to automatically try and rewrite the copy and stuff to make it unique. Might as well leave that on. You might want to double check how well it does rewrite it. It is only a computer after all. I'm going to set the buy button to open in a new tab. We can always adjust all these later, so I think it's fine. Let's go next. Okay, it's asking for our Amazon API access keys, which you're not going to actually be able to get hold of because Amazon recently changed the terms regarding these keys and you can't get them unless you've got free sales. But don't worry, with this version of Woozone, we can import without them. And then when you do get them in the future, you can always add them here. I'll do a video on that in the future sometime. What we can do though is add our affiliate IDs. So my one is a US one. I'm just going to fire up Amazon in this tab. Go into my Amazon dashboard and do that by clicking earnings at the top there. We'll go back into that manage your tracking IDs. So here's our tracking IDs. You've probably only got the one in here, which is generally fine if you've just got the one website. I've got multiple websites. I've got my Roofbox website, which if you want to check it out, I'll put some links in the description to that site and also the videos around it. But I've also created one for this swim signs site, just so that I can see, you know, where the sales are coming from, which site is doing best and all that kind of stuff, rather than having all of the figures lumped together. So to create additional tracking IDs, you just simply click that button, type in a word that's relevant to the site or whatever, and that'll be it. So let me just click on the swim signs one, just so that I can copy and paste it. I can do that by highlighting, copy. Then let's go back to that setup wizard, paste it in here. And that's it. I don't have any other tracking IDs for any other countries. If you do go and sign up with these countries, you will get a different tracking ID and just paste it in there. And then you better track sales from different countries. These settings are all fine. Main affiliate ID, United States, because that's the only one I've got. But if you did have multiple, you might want to just set your main one. Request type, auto detect, that will be fine. Import location, United States. Again, if you're using different countries, then you might want to adjust that. But my site is all US focused, so it's fine. Let's click finish, and then we should be all done. Yay, we're done. So before we import any products, I've got this message here that says the current memory limit is 40 megabytes. It should be at least 128. So let's adjust that right now. I'm going to just close these Amazon tabs and this Code Canyon tab. What we need to do is go over to Siteground, which is where our website is hosted, of course, and log in. Just put the password in. Okay, I'm in. You want to go to My Accounts, and then you want to go into cPanel. Then we're going to scroll down. I'm going to go to File Manager. And then press Go. And these are all the files on our web hosting. Don't worry, I know it looks a little bit technical, but it's going to be fine. You want to look for WP-config. Then click up here on Code Editor. Then press Edit. Now we want to add a line to this file that's going to increase our memory limit. I'm just going to copy and paste it in, and you can find all of the stuff that you need for this tutorial, including this line of code, over at wpeagle.com. You'll find a link directly to the post in the description. So I've got the line in my clipboard. I'm just going to stick it right at the top here. That's fine. So just paste it in. Basically, the line is define WP_memory_limit 128 meg. That's all done. So I'm going to cut at the top here, click Save. There we go. We can check it's working. If we go back to our website, and if I just refresh this dashboard page, that message has gone. So we're all done. Close this cPanel stuff. Don't need that anymore. So that's Woozone installed. Let's just double check that the product import is working. Now, before you do any product imports, you're going to want to think about the categories that you're going to be putting products in. So categories are a great way to keep everything nicely organized. You'll find them under products and categories. So they're here. You can see that you can add images and all that kind of stuff. Just take a look at this one. There we go. That's a category. You can have a description as well at the top. Now, the demo content did bring in some products, some sample products that we're probably going to want to remove because it's just a bit messy. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of all of these categories too. So I'm just going to tick them all. Go to delete. And then if I click on this 32, that's the number of products that we've got imported. I'm actually going to remove all these as well because I don't want all these sample products. If I go up to screen options up here, I can actually display more than 20 at once. I'm going to go for 40, just so I can delete them all in one go. So there they all are. Let's tick them all by ticking that tick box at the top. Go to bulk actions and then move to trash. That's all them products cleaned out, so we can add our own. So I'm going to go to categories. The first category I'm going to go for is funny swimming. Oh, spell swimming right. Pool signs. Leave all the rest as it is. I'll come back and add a description at a later date, I think. But for now, that's fine. And maybe we can add one more. Safety signs. I may adjust these going forward once I have a look at the kind of products that I'm importing, but that'll do for now. So let's import something from Amazon. To do that, we're going to go back into Woozone. And we're going to be using these tools here under no PA API keys. Let's click Import Products. Now we need to install an extension into Google Chrome. If you're not using Google Chrome, then you're going to need to switch your browser to Google Chrome in order for this to work. It's free download, works on Macs and PCs. Once you've done that, come into your website with Google Chrome, click on this button, Add to Chrome, and there'll be a button up here that says Add. Now, I've already got it added. I've just got it disabled, so I need to enable it by clicking up here. And that's it, all done. So you'll have a button there that says Install or Add. Just click that and then you're done. So now that's enabled and added and all that, let me just refresh this page. Just going to ask for the purchase code again. It should automatically populate it, so let's click the unlock button. There we go, we're ready. So I'm going to type in funny swimming in pool sign. Now you can actually filter it by Amazon department if you're not getting the results that you want. So I'm just going to click search and see what we get. That one looks good. That one looks good. Looks good. 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 Yeah, that'll do for now. I will obviously come back and import loads more later. So I've added all those to my list. You can see them here. You can import simple or variable products. I'd imagine most of these are simple products. Variable products tend to be things like clothes, footwear, stuff that has different colors and sizes. They're generally variable products. Anything that's just a simple, product like a sign is going to be a simple product. I'm going to set the images to 100, although most of these products have only got 3 or 4 images, I'd imagine. I'm going to tick import attributes, and I'm going to tick spin on import, which I thought I'd already set in those options that we did earlier, but never mind. I'm going to leave that as 2 for the number of threads, and then I'm going to import it into funny swimming pool signs, which is the category that I just created. Let's click import. It's going to do its thing. So it's done most of them. Some of them have come as invalid because they've got a 0 price. So that's fine. You can double check it by clicking on this Amazon link and see what's going on with that. Yeah, it doesn't have pricing, whatever, I don't know. Never mind. But these ones are all fine. The ones that are green, and we can actually look at it on the site by clicking view the product. There is our product. This formatting at the top has gone a little bit strange, but we'll fix that shortly. But the product is here. If I want to add it to my cart, I can click the add to cart button. I can then click view cart. There it is. And then when I click proceed to checkout, there we go, I'm taken over to Amazon. I can make my purchase, and if I do, although I shouldn't purchase products across my own affiliate links, that's against Amazon terms, but if someone else were to do this and then make a purchase, I would get a commission. So that's all working fine. Just go back to the site. We also need to get this looking a little bit better, which we'll get onto shortly, but Woozone is installed and products are now being imported successfully. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pause the camera and the recording for a second. I'm going to import some products, a whole load of products, and then we'll come back and start working on the look and feel of the site and getting the site looking really cool. But now I suggest you start thinking about the products you want to import and get them all imported, because once they're in, we can then lay them out and get them looking as we want. So I'm going to go and get those products in. See you in a moment. So I've got some products imported from Amazon. I put them into 3 different categories. I've got funny swimming pool signs, I've got swimming pool rule signs, and I've got swimming pool safety signs. And they're looking pretty good. This is just the main shop page here. What I want to do is I want to actually add these categories along the top here. I think that'd be cool. I might just leave this store link for now, but I'll add these next to it. So let's do that now. To do that, I'm going to come up here and go to menus. There's already a few menus in here for him, for her, and that kind of stuff. Came in with the demo. Delete those, don't want that. So I'll delete this for her menu. I'll delete this for him menu. Right, and here is the main menu. I'm going to remove the account link because I don't really need that on an affiliate site. I think I'll leave the about and contact us. We can play around with those a bit later on, get those looking as we want. But to add those WooCommerce categories, what I need to do is come up here to screen options, then tick product categories and close that down. And then it adds it down here. And then we can just add these by ticking them and then clicking add to menu. So let's just reduce this down. Rules or pool rules. And then this one will move up. I'm just dragging them to move them. Let's put that as the funny. And then here's the safety. Like that. And then we'll click save. Let's go take a look. There we go. Oh, actually, I probably want store for. Do I even need store? What do you think? Probably not. Well, let's keep it. Let's just put it here. It's a good kind of catch-all because if you go to the store page, it shows every single product on the site. So there we go. Let's have a look. That's looking pretty good. So that brings us to the end of this step. In the next section, we're going to be playing around with the look and feel. We're going to be adding our own logo. I'm going to be changing some of the images and basically just customizing the site so it looks like I want it to look. So now let's get the look and feel as we want it. So the first thing is let's sort this logo out. Now I've created a logo with Canva. Let me just show you Canva. It's a free graphics package. Here's the logo here. You can see really easy to use. You can just kind of drag and drop text on and edit it. And yes, it's easier than Photoshop. I've created 4 versions of the logo and I'll tell you why I've done that. So this theme has 2 different sorts of header, which is why I've done 2. And I've basically just done 2 in different colors. So I've got this blue one. I've got another one in white. And then also because the theme supports Retina screens, I've done a small version, which is basically just half the size. The size that I'm working at is 200 by 75 for the smaller one. And then we're going to the bigger one. It's double that basically, so that will be 400 by 150. I've got these downloaded and saved to my computer, and I'll just show you how we add these and why you need the different ones. So to do it, we go back to the site. I'm going to go into Customize. So within the Customize section, if I go into Layout and then Header, and then Site Identity, we can set the main logo, which is the colored logo if you've done a colored one, which I suggest you've done. So let's change the first one, which is the small one. It's just logo. That here is the Retina one. We'll do that in a second. So I'm going to go change logo. I'm going to then select a file from my computer. And here it is. It's the blue one. And this blue small one, which is 200 by 75. I'm going to click select. Ask if you want to crop it. I'm going to skip cropping. It's fine. Next, we've got the Retina logo. So let's do that. Upload. And I've named it at 2x, just so that I know that's the one that's twice as big, and that's basically a good format to use because Retina devices look for images that are labeled like that. So that's that done. You can have a different logo for mobiles if you like. You can also set a site icon in here. I don't have one right now, might do it later. The site icon is the little thing that appears up in the tab. You can see that there's a little C there for the Canva. That's a site icon. So let me just click publish on those. You'll notice it hasn't changed over here, and that's because this is the transparent logo that we're looking at on the home page. So let's set that now. We're going back and then going into transparent header. scroll down, and here is the logo. So I'm going to go change image, upload. I'm going to select my white logo, which is here. Click choose. Then here is the retina. Again, upload the file. Choose image. Hey, it's changed. Click publish. And we can come out of here by clicking on the cross. That's our logo done. If we go into the shop area, see that the blue one is showing in here. And then if we go into a product, we've still got this kind of weird header with the white one, the transparent one. So I think I'm going to switch this to the blue version. To do that, we'll go back into Customize. Then within Customize again, we're going to go into Layout, we're going to go into Header, and then we're going to go into Transparent Header. And basically, I'm going to disable it on everything because you can set it manually, and we'll set it manually on the home page to be transparent. But everywhere else, I want to use the one with the blue logo. So disable on posts and then disable on WooCommerce product pages. Click Publish. You can see it looks better already over here. There we go. That looks a lot better. It's not gone all weird up in the top. Nice blue logo. Back to homepage, switch it to the white logo. So next, I think we should have a look at this homepage. Get it looking good. Change this image. Change these things. Add some products, and yeah, just basically get it looking all good. So to make changes to the homepage, we're going to use Elementor, which is the drag and drop page builder that we installed earlier. I'm going to click up here, edit with Elementor. Elementor. You can say it however you want, I suppose. And here we go. So this is the homepage. So the first thing is I'm going to change this big image to something more swimming pool-y. Now I've got an image that I purchased from iStock. You'll find a link to iStock down in the description. It's an affiliate link. If you use it, thank you very much. I've basically got the monthly subscription with those guys. Let me show you. And it allows me to download, I don't know, 10 images a month or something, maybe even more. But it's great because when you do a search for like swimming pool, yeah, it's easy to find loads of nice images. I'm using one a bit like this. And obviously they're all licensed and all that kind of stuff, because if you just go taking images off the internet, you can get yourself in trouble. You need to make sure that any image that you're using is licensed and that you're, you know, okay to use it. You've got permission. So yeah, go check out iStock. I really appreciate it if you use my links, of course. So back to the site. So what I'm going to do is edit this section because that's where the background image is set. So I can come up here, right click on these 3 little dots, or 6 little dots even, click edit section, brings up this panel over here. If we go into style, you can see there's the image. I'm going to click delete, then I'm going to click on the little plus to add a new one. Go upload files, find the image on my computer. It's just here. Now I've set the size to be 1440 by 810. I think that's going to be okay. Let's have a look. There we go. Looks all right. We can adjust this text just by clicking on it. So in here we could put something like signs for swimming pools. It's pretty clear what we do then. For this one, we'll put something like carefully chosen for you. Because obviously I'm choosing them off Amazon, aren't I? But you can put whatever you want here. Here we got some buttons. Got the shop now, and we've got the find more. So we need to link these up. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of this find more. I don't want that. So I'm just going to right click on it and click delete. Then for shop now, we need to link through to shop. So I'm just going to pop open another tab so I can just have a look at the shop and just check the URL. It's /store. So I'm just going to copy that URL into my clipboard, back to the button, right click, edit button. And then here we've got the link. Paste it in there, and then I'm going to click update. So that's all done. Let's take a look and just come over here, click on the 3 lines, and then click view page. There we go. It's now looking like a swimming pool site. Let's check the button works. There we go. It does. Perfect. Let's go back to the home page and make some more changes. So what I want to do next is change these free images. I'm going to link through to the free product categories that I've created with these. I like these ones with the shop now button, so that's what I'm going to go for. Probably remove this one, duplicate that one. Let's do it. So I'm going to click edit with Elementor. I've already got some images ready to go for this section. Just basically use some product images from Amazon, which is fine generally because they're supplied to Amazon by the product manufacturers, so they're pretty much free to use. The size of these images is 700 by 700. If you want to make your own images, of course, you don't have to use Amazon product images. You could use an image from iStock or wherever else. So let's start with this one. We could probably just duplicate this button over actually. So I could right click, duplicate, and just drag it over. I want it there. Oh, not there. Never mind. Let's move that there. There we go. So the first section is pool rule signs. So pool rule signs. And we just need a little strap line. So let's go with something like make sure everyone knows the rules. That'll do. And then this button, we need to add a link. I'm just going to pop over another tab. This is my favorite way of doing it, is have two tabs and you can just easily copy and paste the links. So let's go into the pool rule signs section. I'm just going to copy this URL, come down here, paste it in. There we go. So we just need to change the image now. I'm going to right click and go edit column, then style. Here's the image. I'm going to click delete, then the plus. I'm going to upload from my computer. So I got it all ready to go. There we go. Insert. So there we go. That's on the image has actually made the text not very clear. So I might change that in the future, but it's fine for now. This one is going to be funny signs. Let's go for something like guaranteed to get a few laughs. Just need to be able to spell guaranteed and we're fine. There we go. Let's do the button. Funny pool signs. Just copying and pasting. There we go. And let's change the image. Right click, edit column, into style, and delete it. And then let's upload. There we go. Now, say these images have made it a little bit tricky to see the text. Probably adjust it a little bit by going into this background overlay. It's using this color, and I can adjust the opacity. Put that up a little bit to 0.7, and that makes the text clearer. Maybe we'll do the same on this one as well. Edit column. Scroll down into background overlay. Put that up to 0.7. There we go. I mean, I think that's all right. Looks good. Let's do this final one, which is the pool safety signs. Keep everyone safe by your pool. And change this button. It currently says checkout. Let's change the text to shop now, so it matches the other ones. Let's get the link. Copy, paste. Then over here, right click at the top, edit column, style. Let's change this image. Select the file from my computer. Here we go. Then insert. And again, I think I'll adjust that overlay, put it up to 0.7. Keep it consistent. There we go. So let's click update down here to finish and save those changes. Let's go to this tab. Let's have a look. Looking good. So the next bit is featured products. I think I'm going to drop this massive panel for now. I don't have a use for it right now, so I'm going to get rid of that. We'll adjust these 4 bits here. Then that's pretty much the home page done. We can obviously work on this footer in a moment as well. This footer goes across all the pages on the site. But for now, let's finish off the home page. I'm going to add some products. I'm going to remove this. I think when I add some blog posts, I may add them as well to the home page. So here's the featured products. So at the moment it's using this shortcode, which is a WooCommerce shortcode. Just basically shows the featured products. Now you have to set the products to be featured in order to appear here. If you wanted to do that, you'd go into your dashboard. I'm going to do it in this other tab. Go into products. And you just simply tick this little star or click the star. That makes a product featured. If we go back and have a look at the home page, you can see it's pulling them in. But I don't want to do that. I want to pull in some products from the categories. So I'm going to get rid of this just by right clicking and then delete. I'm also going to get rid of this panel. As I said, I don't want this, so I'm just going to right click and go delete. I'm going to change this to be latest products. Then I'm going to come up here to these little squares to choose a widget. Then I'm going to type in here shortcode. It was in fact already a shortcode widget, but let's do it this way so that we all know what we're doing. Going to drag that over and drop it there. Then I'm going to paste the shortcode in. I've got it in my clipboard. I'll put it over on wpeagle.com on the post that's related to this video. You'll find everything that you need in terms of copying and pasting bits of code. It is a standard WooCommerce shortcode, and it basically just pulls in products from a particular category. So in fact, as we're doing it with categories, let's do it like this. Let's change this to latest funny pool signs, because this is just pulling in, if we have a look, the funny pool signs category. That's perfect. So now let's make a copy of this bit by right clicking on here, which is the kind of second little tab. It's flicking away a little bit, but that's fine. Click duplicate. That's the header. Let's bring it down. Put it there. Let's change this to latest safety signs or rule signs. I'm going to duplicate this by right clicking and duplicate. Drag it down, put it underneath here, and then update the shortcode. Now, in here, I'm putting the slug of the category. To find out what that is, if you go into your dashboard, and then go into products and categories, you can see them over here. So for the swimming pool rules, I just need to take that one, copy it to clipboard, paste it in. There we go, we see how it changes. Now I notice that this doesn't have the little line. Let's get that line, duplicate it, drag it down. That looks good. Then there's another line here. Is that the one I missed from earlier? Let's remove that. Okay, it's looking quite good. This has got a bit more space around it, if you notice, than this one. So let's add a little bit of margin. Do that by right-clicking, going edit on the divider. You can do this on any element when you're using Elementor. Then if we go into the advanced section here, let's just add 50 margin at the bottom. Perfect. Just need to add one more section, I think. So I'm just going to duplicate that heading, bring it down, change this to latest pool safety signs. Get the little line, bring that down. Looking good. And then this one, duplicate, bring this down. Ooh. And grab hold of it. There we go. Like that. Just need to update the category on this one. So I'm just going to click on it and copy this slug. And paste. There we go. So that's that bit all done. Let's just change this. What do we got here? So I'm not sure I need all of these. So let me get rid of this one. And let's adjust the columns. So I'm going to right click on here and delete this column completely. That's better. I just want the free columns. Looks good. Let's just change these to something generic. Fast shipping. Your orders are fulfilled by Amazon, meaning you'll get your signs quickly. Of course, you can put whatever you like here. Get some great prices on the best swimming signs available. I'm just making stuff up off the top of my head. I may come back and adjust this in the future. Pay securely. I can't spell securely. Pay securely using Amazon's ultra secure checkout. You can pay with all major credit cards. Perfect. And then I think we're about done for the home page. We'll move on to the footer in a second, as I said. Let's click update. If we come to this tab, let's go and have a look at the site. There's this, and you can in fact make the whole thing a link if you wanted to. Maybe I'll do that in a minute. Here's our funny signs, here's our rules, here's the safety. And then there's those little icon things. So that's the homepage done. What I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a blog section. A blog is a great place to add content, and content is a great way to get traffic from the search engines. It's also a great way of adding value to your site, helping people make a decision when it comes to purchasing a product. And you'll just find that your site does better if you add good content to a blog. You can't just add products from Amazon and hope that's going to be enough. Generally, it's not. I mean, the products look very nice and everything, and you will get traffic to them from Google. But if you really want to succeed, you're going to need to add some good content to a blog. So let's do that next. So first thing we need to do is create a page for our blog. This is where all our posts are going to show. So to do that, we go to New and Page. I'm going to call it blog. It's a good name for a blog page, I think. Then I'm going to click publish and publish again. So let's view the page. There's nothing there. That's fine. Next thing we need to do is go back into the dashboard and set it as the blog page. And to do that, we're going to Settings and Reading. And here we've got this option for Posts page. I'm going to select the page as created, blog. Save changes. And then finally, I'm going to add it to the menu along the top. So Appearance and Menus. And here it is. I'm going to tick it and then go Add to Menu. And then move it, I think, just there will be fine. Then save. So let's take a look, and here it is. Let's give it a click. And it's got this hello world post, which is just like the default post that WordPress creates, just to give you an idea. So I think we need to add one of our own posts. That'd be good. In fact, I've got a few posts. I've got 5 in total that I've got ready. I've got them in Word. Here they are. Now, I've had some writers create these for me. By the way, if you're interested in article writing, then do check the description. You'll find links there to some services and videos and stuff all about creating articles. They're just kind of generic kind of articles about funny pool signs. And what else have we got here? We've got personalized pool signs, safety signs. You get the idea. And then within the articles, I'm going to be linking through to products on the site. So let's add this first one. I'm not going to make you watch me add all of these, but let me just do one so you get the kind of idea of how to do it. So let's start with a bit of copying and pasting. 10 funny pool signs to consider buying. And then I'm going to come up to new post. So pages are your kind of static pages like your about us, contact us, all that kind of stuff. And then posts are your blog posts. So let's paste in that title. So that's the name of the post added. In fact, I think I'm going to change it. Let's just call it 10 funny pool signs. That sounds better, looks better. So the next thing we need to do is add it to a category down here. I don't have any categories set up. It's a nice way of grouping blog content together. Put it in different categories. I'm just going to create one called articles, I think. That'll do for now. So add that category. I'm going to untick uncategorize to make sure that it just goes into the articles category. If, for example, I start creating infographics or videos, that kind of stuff, I'll create some other categories to put those in. The next thing I'm going to add is the featured image. I can do that just here. I've got some images ready to go, created them with Canva. They're nice and big. I got some photos from iStock Photo, which is one of my favorite stock photography companies. You'll find links to all these things in the description. So let's just upload it from my computer. Here we go, funny pool signs. And then select. And there's our image. Now the rest of the blog post I'm going to edit with Elementor. So I'm done in here. This is the Gutenberg editor. It's okay, but I think Elementor is better. So that's what we're going to be using. Let's click publish for now. Just take a look. So you have to click publish twice. Not quite sure why. Some sort of pre-check thing. I don't know. It's published. Let's go and take a look. There we go. Nice big image, looking good. So let's add the rest of the content. So I'm going to go into edit post again. Then I'm going to go into edit with Elementor. And here we go. So Elementor is really nice and easy to use. You just add some sections. You've got the option for columns if you like. Just go for a full width one right now. And then you come up here to the little, I don't know, whatever you call that square thing. And then you can drop in widgets. So let's have a look at the article. Let's see what we're dealing with. So we've got a bit of text at the top. So let's just copy that to start with. Copy that into my clipboard. Let's go back. I'm going to drop in this text editor widget. I'm just going to come over here, highlight this text that's already there, and paste. There we go. That's the first couple of paragraphs. I think next up we've got a heading. So let's copy that. And what I like to do is break each bit down into sections. So I'm going to start another section here. And then I'm going to drop in my heading. Paste in the text. It's a little bit big, so we can adjust the tag here, or we can adjust the size. I think adjusting the tag will be fine. Maybe knock it out to a H3. Let's see what H4 is like. H4 looks fine. I'm going to drop in another text editor widget. Going to get some more text. There we go, copied that. Let's go back, paste it in. There we go. Now we might want to add an image. So I've already imported all of these products from Amazon that I mentioned in this article. They're already on my site, imported via Woozone, as we did earlier, you know, with the no API import feature. So in theory, there should be the images on the site as well. So I go add media. Do a search for sharks. There we go, that's the one. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to align it to the right. Medium's probably going to be fine. We'll take a look, and I'm going to insert into post. There it is. But that might be slightly too big. If I want to adjust it, if I just come over here, click on the pencil, I can actually set a custom size. So something like, 250 might be better. Yeah, that looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little button here that links through to the product. So I'm going to come in here, select the button widget, drop that there. Then we can adjust the text. Let's go for something like view this sign in our shop. I think that's going to be perfect. You've got a few options here you can play with. So first off, we need to add our link. I happen to have it to hand. It's in the Word document, this one here. So there's the product on the site. I'm just going to copy this link, come back, paste that in. You can adjust the size of the button if you like. I think small's fine. Extra small is maybe fine. Let's go for small. You can add an icon if you like. Have we got any shop sort of ones? Yeah. Nice little cart. You can have the icon before or after. You can adjust the spacing. I think that's too much spacing. Let's take that out. Just leave it as it is. It's perfect. You've also got this typesetting up here, which kind of changes the color and stuff. Oh, I like the green. I like the green. That's nice. So that's looking really good. Now, if you're running the Pro version of Elementor, which I'd highly recommend that you get a copy of, you'll find a link in the description. You have the ability to right-click and save it as a global widget so that you don't have to set up a button every single time. It's pretty useful. So yeah, go check out Elementor Pro when you can. I've got a video actually all about it and whether it's worth it or not. So yeah, I'll put links to that as well in the description. But anyway, let's carry on editing our article. Now, if I have a look in the Word document, you can see that the rest of the article kind of follows the same format. It's, lots of products really. So we can make it easier for ourselves by just duplicating this whole section and then just editing it, because this is, all ready to go. So to do that, right click on these kind of 6 little dots, duplicate. There we go. Now actually these are looking a little bit too close. So what I'm going to do is just remove that for a second. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to edit this section. Then I'm going to go into advanced and I'm going to add a little bit of margin at the bottom here. I'm going to untick the chain so I can edit the values independently. And I think 20 will probably be fine. Now let's duplicate. You see we've got that bit of space now, and I think that's about right. Although to be fair, here we've got a bit more space. So let's just remove that again and just play with this figure. Maybe 50. There we go. I think that looks much better. Nice bit of space. So perfect. So now all we need to do is just change these elements with our text. So a bit more copy and pasting. And grab the text. Just remove that image for now. There we go. Let's add the image that we need. I'm going to go add media, hopefully find it all. Can't see it there. Let's actually have a look at which sign we're looking for. Click on the link. That one. I'm going to copy this link because we're going to need that in a moment. So let's type in welcome as well. There it is. Right alignment again. Weirdly, you can't actually choose the custom size when you're inserting it, so I'll have to edit that in a moment. By clicking on the image over here, clicking on the pencil, going to custom, switching that to 250. We just need to update this link. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. So let me just quickly add the rest of the products. You don't want to sit here watching me do that. And then hopefully we'll have a finished article. So let's do a quick edit. So we're all done on this post. I've added all 10 signs. It didn't take too long by simply duplicating the previous section and then just editing it. It didn't take very long at all. A couple of things I just want to let you know. I've added links to the images as well to the product. I thought that'd be a good thing to do. So to add a link to an image, you come over here and just click on the image. And then you click on this little chain here. That's the link button. And then you just paste in your link here. Got a few options here if you want. So for example, you can have it open in a new tab, which I would recommend if you're linking to an external site. But for internal pages, I'd just leave that unticked and leave the visitor in the same tab. So I've done that. And then for the conclusion here, I've just bolded up this text, which is pretty straightforward. Again, you just highlight the text and click on the B, and that's bold. You've got italic or italic and underline as well. Not sure what that bit of space is at the bottom. Let's just delete that. There we go. And then finally, once you've finished making any changes, just click the update button down here and it's all saved. So let's take a look at this post. To do that, I click on the three little lines there, click view page, even though it is a post. And there it is in all its glory. Looking really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the remaining 4 posts that I've already got written. I'm going to add those just to fill out the site a bit, get it looking nice. And then what we'll do is start pulling it all together. There's a few last minute tweaks that I want to do. And then I also want to sort this footer area out, add some stuff here. And then we need to add some kind of legal stuff like terms and conditions and a privacy policy. I'll show you how to do that. And then finally, what we'll do is we'll submit the site to Google to make sure that it gets indexed and hopefully starts to appear in Google searches. But for now, I'm going to do a quick edit and I'm going to add those extra posts. I'll see you in a moment. So I've got 5 blog posts published. Here they all are. By the way, I chose these topics just based on some Google searches and seeing what keywords were coming up. It's very easy to do. You just go over to Google, type in some keywords, scroll down, and see what's coming up. So personalized swimming pool signs is there. I've got an article on that. I'm also running the keywords everywhere Chrome extension, which adds this down the side. Again, gives you loads of keyword ideas that you can create articles around. But anyway, we've got the 5 on the blog. Now what I want to do now is I want to add these to the home page, which is nearly finished. And by the way, you can get all the templates for Elementor for the pages that I've created over at wpeagle.com. You'll find a link in the video description. So yeah, I want to add 3 of the blog posts here somewhere with like a heading that says latest articles or something like that. Now, in order to do this, I am going to need to install Elementor Pro, and you might need to as well if you want to do the same thing. I think there are some free plugins available that do it, but Elementor Pro just gives you so many other options, and the widget that it comes with to do what I want to do is really good. So what I'll do is I'll put a link up now so you can go and get Elementor Pro if you want to do this step. It's $49 for the year for one site, and you get 50 pro widgets, you get 300 pro templates, you get the theme builder, WooCommerce builder, pop-up builder, support and updates. And yeah, it's got loads of great features. And as I said, you get that global feature which I mentioned earlier, so that you can easily reuse elements like buttons and whatever else you've created, which is really handy. So you do go check it out. I do appreciate, as I said before, if you use any of my links. They're affiliate links and I do earn a commission, and it helps, you know, pay the bills and all that kind of stuff. So if you do use my links, I thank you very much. So I've already downloaded Elementor Pro, so let's install it. I'm going to go to Dashboard. When you purchase it, you'll be able to download it. It's just a zip file that you can download to your computer. You then come into Plugins and Add New, and go to Upload Plugin, choose File, find the file that you downloaded. I've got it here, and then Install Now. And then Activate. You then get this option to connect and activate. Now, because I'm already signed into Elementor, it should just do it for me and connect it all up and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. You might need to log into your Elementor account, which you've probably just created. You're probably already logged in if you just purchased it, to be fair. Anyway, that's all done. Elementor Pro is installed and up and running. So now we get this really cool posts widget. Just close this tab, don't need that. Which I'm going to add, I think underneath here will be good. So let's do that. So edit with Elementor. Come down here. So I'm going to add a new section. I'm going to click on this plus. It gives me a new section. Drop a heading in there. I want to make it the same as these ones, which I think is a H3. Yeah. Could have just duplicated that. That'd be the other way to do it, but never mind. There we go. I do want this little line. I'll duplicate that. So right click, duplicate. And just drag that up. Put that there. So now let's add that new widget. We've got this new section here called Pro. With all our new Pro cool things. So yeah, loads of cool stuff in there. But the one we want is this one called Posts. I'm going to drag that in and put that just there. Here we go. Here's our blog posts. So I've got 5 at the moment, so I think what I'm going to do is just display 3. Once I add a bit more, I might put it up to 6, but I like to keep it all even. We've got 3 columns, and that's just not going to look right with these 2 rows. So let's reduce the post per page down to 3. Just come over here to the settings for the widget, knock that down to 3. There we go. Next thing I want to do is adjust the skin. Let's have a look what the cards looks like. That looks pretty good. I'm going to get rid of my face though. I don't want that. So avatar, turn that off. Let's also put those other posts back in. Let's put this back down to 3. Okay. That's looking good. I'm wondering if this text might be a little bit big. Let's change it to a H4. That looks better. The image size is currently set to medium. You can adjust this like that. Oh, that's made it a lot crisper and sharper, hasn't it? I guess it was too small. It was stretching it and making it look a little bit blocky. It is cutting off the image a little bit, so we need to adjust this image ratio until they look about right. I think that's good. What else have we got in here? I can adjust the excerpt here, which is this bit of text here. That looks fine. You can increase the length if you like. I think that's all right, 26, 27. You've got your metadata here. You can decide if you want to remove it or add some more. So we've got the date and whether there's any comments. I think that's fine. You can decide whether you want to have the read more or not. I think we'll keep it. And then you can decide whether you want this badge or not. So at the moment it's showing the categories, but you can change it to show tags or formats, whatever. I'm actually going to lose it altogether. I don't want it, so turn that off. Okay, that's looking good. Obviously need to change this heading. Let's go for latest blog posts. In fact, let's go for latest articles. That sounds better, doesn't it? And then I also want to just add a little bit of padding to this section. So I'm going to right click on here, edit section, go into advanced. And then I'm going to untick the chain because I just want to add padding to the top and the bottom. I'm going to go for 50. That looks pretty good. Down at the bottom as well. Wondering if this one has actually got too much padding now. So let's just reduce that space. I'm going to click over here on the column, go to advanced and just reduce this top padding down to 50. Okay, that's looking about right. I think this one still needs a little bit more padding at the bottom. Style and everything is all about playing around with stuff and getting everything laid out. I think that looks better. Let's update, let's take a look. Okay, so that's saved. Let's come here and go view page. There we have our latest articles looking really nice. Perfect. So that's the blog done. Really happy with that. So as I've said, and I'll keep saying because it's really important, you do need to keep adding content to your blog in order to get some good search engine rankings and to get some good traffic. So blog is going to be a really important part of your site. So what we're going to do now is sort out this footer area. I'm going to add some links. We're going to create some pages, get them ready for terms and conditions, that kind of stuff. Add some links, add our affiliate disclaimer. Just generally get this looking finished. So let's do that now. So in this part of the video, we are going to be working on this footer area. What we're going to do is we're going to add some links to some of the kind of important, boring sort of pages, you know, about us, privacy policy, terms and conditions, that kind of thing. Also going to be adding our affiliate disclaimer, which is very important to have on an Amazon affiliate site. So let's do it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the pages for the privacy policy. I'm not going to actually add anything just yet. I'm just going to create them so we've got the structure. Let's go into the dashboard. Then pages. So look what we got. So it looks like we already have a privacy policy. Let's have a look at that. Remember creating that? Maybe I did. I don't know. Oh. It's like a generic template kind of thing. Well, I'm not going to use that because I'm going to be using a third-party service, which I'll show you a bit later on. So let's move this to trash for now. Let's create a new one. I'm going to call the page Privacy and Cookie Policy. And publish. Okay, I'm also going to create another page. Let's call this one Sitemap. I'm going to add a sitemap page. It's always a good thing to have a sitemap for SEO and for your visitors as well. It's a useful thing to have. Let's do one more. I'm going to do a terms and conditions one, although I don't actually have any terms and conditions right now, but hey, I might find some later. Of course, these are all optional. You don't have to add them if you don't want to, although I would recommend having the privacy and cookie one. I'm going to show you it's a really easy way to add all that information. So that'll do for now. Let's go in and create a menu out of these pages. You'll see why we need to do that in a moment. So create new menu. Let's call this footer menu 1, because there might be a footer menu 2 possibly in the future. Let's add some of these pages, the terms and conditions, sitemap, privacy and cookie policy. We could add the about us as well. Maybe the contact us, why not? And put that at the top. You can just drag these around, put them in whatever order you like. There we go. Let's save that. Let's go back into widgets. So the footer areas are here. So we've got footer widget area 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to add that menu to widget area number 2. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to grab hold of navigation menu, drop that in here, select the menu I just created, which was footer menu 1, and put more info as a title. There we go, saved it. Let's have a look. Lovely looking menu. Okay, so let's do footer widget area 1. When you're logged into the site, there is a quick way to get there. You can just click on the link there. Takes you straight back in here. What we're going to put in here is our affiliate disclosure, disclaimer, whatever it's called. You need to have it. So I'm just going to drop the text widget over here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste it off one of my other sites. And of course, you're free to copy and paste it off one of my sites as well. Either Swim Signs or this one, which is bestroofbox.com, another one of my sites. So basically we need this. In fact, I could include that link as well. Why not? Let's take the whole thing. Copy it into clipboard, paste it in. I just need to update this link, because otherwise it's going to link to Best Roof Box. Let's remove it. I'm going to type in privacy and it should find that page I just created. There it is. Like that. And then we need a title. I might just change that to something a little bit friendlier. Like that. That's looking good. Oh, I should also change the name of the site. That would be a good idea. That's better. Oh, and that's actually should be Amazon.com. That's where we're linking to. Okay, perfect. Let's save that. Looking good. Let's have a look at the site. There's our disclaimer, there's our link, looking good. Just close this tab, don't need that anymore. I think what we could have is like latest products, so then maybe latest articles. That might be nice. Let's do that now. Go back into widgets. So footer widget area 3. It's got this thing, it's from the demo content, let's remove that. So let's do latest products first. So there should be a widget down here for that. I think it'll probably be this products one. Let's drag that up, drop that in there. Let's call it latest swim signs. You can show feature products or on sale products. I'm just going to put all products ordered by date. Descending, is that fine? Is that right? I always get confused with descending and ascending. Let's have a look. Let's take a look at the site. I've saved the widget. There we have it, but it's a bit long, isn't it? A bit long. So let's reduce it just down to 2, I think. So back into widgets. Go into the widget settings. Let's change this number to 2. There we go. And then this widget area 4, there's this text widget with some App Store things. Let's get rid of that. And here I want to show the latest blog post. So grab the recent posts widget. Let's try 5 again. Latest articles. Save. Let's take a look. There we go. So that's the footer done. Let's add this privacy and cookie policy. I'll show you exactly how I'm going to do that. I'm going to use a service called iubender or eubender. Whatever it's called, I can't pronounce it properly. I'll put a link up now. There's a fun link in the description. It's an affiliate link, so if you use it, thank you very much. If you follow that link, it will take you over to here. If I can just type it in. It is eubender. Iubender, I don't know what it's called. Now, I've already got an account, but you'll need to sign up. It's very good value, this service. It's like $9 a month or something. And make sure you're all like legal which is important, especially if you're in Europe, that you know, compliant with GDPR and all that stuff. So here's my account. I'm going to go into my dashboard. Go away. I've got all my sites here. I'm going to add another site. So I think I click Start Generating. Fill in your website app name. I'm going to copy and paste it because I'm so lazy. Very, very lazy. It's a website. English, Start Generating. What I want is a privacy and cookie policy. You can do a cookie solution as well, which gives you one of those pop-up things. So people have to accept cookies and all that stuff. But I'm just going to do the privacy and cookie policy. I hate those cookie solution things. I think I might not add one. Be a bit naughty, but hey, if you want to, you can do so by clicking Generate Now. I've actually got a full video on this service, so I'll put a link to that in the description as well. You can take a look at that. In fact, I've got 2 videos on it. So now we need to add our services. So this is basically what the website is running. So anything you add to a website, you should add it here. So we're going to be running Google Analytics. So let's do that. We haven't added it yet, but I'm going to add it in a bit. I'll show you how to do it towards the end of the video. So let's click the plus, the region, Ireland for me, I think. Save changes. We're also obviously running Amazon affiliate. There it is. Add that. We've got a contact form. Yep, let's add that. What are we taking? I think you just want to, whatever your form is going to be taking, obviously you've selected here. I think I've only got name, is it? First name, last name, probably email address. There we go. I think that's it. Can't think of any others. Let me just check in the most frequent services, I should say. Yeah, I think that's it. Those 3 will be fine. So let's go to save and close. What's in the advanced settings? Oh, we can change the way that you're referred to in the document. I'm going to go for your site app name. I think that looks better. Next. In this box, you've got to put your name and company details in. So let me quickly do that. There we go. Put my email in here. Just click there, that's fine. Let's click next. And here is our lovely looking privacy policy. So there we go. Should we do the cookie policies? Well, I suppose we better had. Let's click activate. That's done. Right, let's take me to the embedding instructions. So this is pretty easy. For the privacy and cookie policy, we're just going to click on this embed code. I'm going to untick simplified. I'm going to tick the embed text in the body option up here. I'm going to copy all this. Then I'm going to go back to the site, go into the privacy and cookie policy, edit the page. Add a block. I'm just going to add HTML. Can't see it. Let's do a search HTML. There we go. Custom HTML. Paste that in. Update. Let's have a look. There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look very compliant? Perfect. So the next thing is, let's add that cookie pop-up annoying thing that you have to have because Europe say we need it. So I'm going to use a plugin. So I've gone in the dashboard. I'm going to go add new. Search for IU Bender. When I say it, it sounds wrong. Install. And then activate. Okay, now we've got this option down here. Let's go and take a look. So what we need to do is copy a bit of code into here. So let's go back into iBender. I've just noticed actually there is a separate bit of code for cookie policy, so we'll add that in a second as well. But for the cookie solution, we're going to generate now. Dark is fine. That's the light. Light's good too. We'll go for dark. All the rest is fine. Let's go next. And here we go. We've got this code here. Let's copy that. We're going to be using a plugin, so this gives you some instructions there. Let's just paste that code in. There we go. Let's go and have a look at the site. There it is. When you scroll, it goes away, which is fine. So yeah, it looks like the privacy is separate to the cookie. So we could just add the cookie at the bottom here, couldn't we? So let's edit this page. Go back into IEBender, go back into privacy and cookie policy embed. Go into embed text in the body, and then copy this bit of code. Let's add another HTML thing, custom HTML widget, whatever you call it. Click update. There's a privacy policy. There's a cookie policy. I mean, you could have those on separate pages, I guess, couldn't you, if you wanted? Would that be better? Maybe that would be better. All right, let's do that. There's not like changing your mind halfway through, is there? Why not? So let's call this privacy policy. Let's get rid of this and make sure it's in my clipboard though before I get rid of it. So that's the privacy policy. Let's do a new page for cookie policy. Let's add that HTML. Paste that in and publish. Let's add this to that menu in appearance and menus. Like that. Let's put it up there with the privacy policy. Save it. Either way, it's up to you. You can have it all one page or two separate pages. So there we go. There's our cookie policy there. Perfect. So that's all done. That's all that legal stuff done. Well, we are pretty much done. You know, the site is ready to launch, really. We've got our content. We've got our products. Okay, there's two other pages we quickly need to edit. They are the About Us and the Contact Us. So let's do that. Let's close this tab. Don't need that anymore. So About Us. Now, these should have been imported when we imported all the Astrra templates. Here's the About Us. Also, you can put whatever you like here. A little bit of blurb about what you've been up to, all that kind of stuff. So let's edit this page with Elementor. I've already got a couple of images ready for this page that I got from iStock, which I've mentioned before. So let's change this top one first. This image. I'm going to right click, edit section, go to style. There's the image. Let's go choose image. I'm going to upload one from my computer. There we go. I've called it About Us, so it was easy to find. The recommended size for this image is 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. Let's insert that. Look at that. That's nice and swimming pool-y, isn't it? Then here, there's a little bit of blurb. Down here, there's our team, social media stuff. Now, I don't have a team, so I'm going to get rid of that. Also, don't have any social media just yet, so I'm also going to drop that. A very simple About Us page, just with this image and a bit of text. Let's do this text first. I'm going to change this to About Us. Then here, I've actually got some copy in my clipboard. I'm just going to paste it in like that. Few too many spaces. Now, it's obviously better to write as much as you possibly can here. So if you're passionate about a subject, you've got some history, stuff to say, put it all in here. As I said, the longer the about us, the better. It adds a lot of credibility and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm just going to put this. I'll probably expand on it later when I've thought of some more things to say. There's this image here, which it's an okay image. I mean, it could work for a lot of sites. I'm not sure if you've got the rights to use it, probably. But I've got an image that I've got from iStock, so let's use that. So I'm going to click on this column bit here. This little grey icon. Go to Style. There's the image. I'm going to click Choose Image. Upload Files. About as 2, I've called it. Oh. It's being cut off a little bit. Let's move this position, see if that makes any difference. Center left. Ah, there we go. That's better. See, that's me working on my swimming pool site next to my pool, of course, isn't it? Okay, so that's the About Us. Let's update. Well, actually, there's one last thing. Let's just make this Contact Us a link. So I'm going to come over here, highlight Contact Us, click on the chain, type in Contact Us, because the page is already there. It was imported. There we go. Speaking of Contact Us, that's what we're going to do next. So let's just view this page. Perfect. So Contact Us. It's perfect. I mean, I'm probably going to drop this stuff. Just have the contact form. So let's edit with Elementor. Let's get rid of this. I've got a phone number right now, so we'll just delete that. Put an email in here, that's fine. info@swimsigns.com. You can set up your emails within Siteground, of course. Let's get rid of this stuff. Don't have opening hours or any of that stuff. So yeah, that's fine. And then let's just add or use the form below. So we've got this form here, which is actually powered by the WP Forms plugin, which I'll show you in one moment. But I think the last thing we need to change is just this image up here. So again, right click on Edit section. Style, choose image. Let's upload my final image, which is this one, Contact Us. Perfect. Let's update the page. Let's take a look. Lovely. So yeah, the form, if we go into the dashboard, this section here, WP Forms, we go to All Forms. See the form here, Contact Us, we can click Edit. And here you can change all of the fields. So you can just, click it, change it. That's the subject. I don't actually want a subject, so I'm just going to click the bin, get rid of that. Generally, name, email, and message is fine for a site like this. You can drag them about if you want to reorder them. There we go. So one thing you are going to want to check is the settings here. So you can change what the button says, all that kind of stuff. In notifications, you need to put your email address in here. I'm going to enter my WP Eagle address. Why not? And this is the subject, new entry from Swim Signs, just so that I know what it is when it comes into my email box. From name is going to be taken from the actual field, so it's going to use the name that they've typed in. For the from email address, let's take that out and put one of the smart tags in, email, perfect. Reply to, again, let's take that out and put email in. The message will include all of the fields. So let's click save. And that's that. So that's the form all done. We can go test it. If we go back to the site, go to contact us, type something in. Email is, this is a test. Click send. That's gone. Then if I just check my inbox, let's have a quick look. There it is. Perfect. So that's working fine. Now I've just noticed that these are not correct. They've still got some Latin and stuff. So we need to get the ones from the homepage. So let's go and do that. We can do this using Elementor. I think you can do this with the free version of Elementor as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's scroll down. Let's edit with Elementor, in fact, before we scroll down. Let's get these bits here. Let's right click. If I can just get hold of it. It's the inner section. Oh, that was right. Yep. Go save as template. Call it free icons or free feature icons. That'd be fine. There it is. So now let's come out of this. Let's go to the About Us. Is it on the About Us as well? It is, yep. Go to Edit with Elementor. Scroll down. Let's lose this one. And then here we can add some stuff. We've got this add, and then we've got this grey one, which is the template one. Click that. Go to My Templates. Free feature icons, what we just created. Click Insert. Yes. Look at that. There we go. That was easy. Let's do the same on the Contact Us page. Edit with Elementor. Let's get rid of that. Let's click on this. My Templates. Insert. Yes. Perfect. So that's those pages all done. Wow, we're making some serious progress now. Launch is imminent. A few final little things to do. And then, yeah, we'll be ready to launch this website onto the internet. So I think finally all we need to really do, and I guess this is optional, but I do it on every single site. I'm going to add Google Analytics so that it tracks all the visitors. So I can see how much traffic I'm getting and see where they're coming from and make marketing decisions and all that kind of stuff. And what we'll also do is submit the site to Google Webmaster Console or Google Search Console, I think it's called now, just so that Google knows all about our website and it'll hopefully come and index us and get us onto the search engines. So let's do those things right now in the final section of this video. So I'm over at Google Analytics. You'll find it at analytics.google.com, or just go to Google and do a search for Analytics. You'll find it. It's free to sign up. Just log in with your Google account and you'll get a page that looks similar to this. It's asking me to set up a new property. So it's all pretty straightforward. Just fill in the form. The website name is Swim Sites. URL is Swim. I'm going to copy and paste. I'm lazy. I could have probably typed it quicker actually. It's HTTPS because we've got our certificate installed. Select the category. Oh, is it a blog? Is it retail? Other. We'll go other. Select your time zone. Click Get Tracking ID. There we go. That's set up, ready to go. So all we need to do now is connect it to our website. I like to use a plugin to do this. So back into the dashboard. Go to plugins and add new. We do a search for Monster Insights, which is my favorite Google Analytics plugin at the moment. It's this one over here with the little monster. Click Install Now. And click Activate. Little wizard now to run through. Are we an e-commerce or are we a business website? I guess for e-commerce, let's go with that. Let's next we're going to connect, so let's click that big button. You're going to need to log into your Google account again. Give it some permission, don't worry, I know it looks a little bit scary, but it'll be fine. Click allow. Make sure that you've got the right website selected here. If you've got multiple sites in your analytics, then you just use that drop down to select the right one. Click complete connection. Leave that all as it is. Click save and continue. Save and continue. Finish. That's it. We're all connected now. We can check that it's working if we go to the front of the website. If we log out, because it doesn't track logged in users. Then if we come back into analytics, let's go to the home. So we've got this active users right now panel here. It says 0. Let's visit the website and see what happens. Oh, look at that. It's gone up. It's gone up to number 1. There's one person on right now. And if we click around, I'm on the store. You see that it says the top active pages is the store. So analytics is tracking as it should. Give it a few days, and obviously once you start getting some traffic, you can come in here and you'll get lovely graphs and you'll be able to see what's going on. I've done a few videos on analytics, so be sure to check out the channel to find those. So let's finish off by doing our sitemaps. We'll do the HTML sitemap and the XML sitemap. Let's do them sitemaps. Right, so I'm back over on the site. What we're going to do for this HTML sitemap is we're going to use Elementor. So I'm just going to go onto the page, click Edit Page. We click Edit with Elementor. Then let's search for a widget. Let's go sitemap. There it is. Drag that over. Here we go. So you can have columns. I'm not a big fan of columns, so let's just go for one column. Put it all in a nice list. Got the pages first. We can add some more items. Let's add posts. There we go. I don't think we need categories actually, because I haven't got many categories, so let's just get rid of that. It looks a bit silly. Let's call this posts. Perfect. Then finally what we need is our products. So you can just add items by clicking the add item button, funnily enough. There's all our lovely products. What we got in here? You can exclude some posts if you like. Anyway, that's fine. Let's update. Let's come down here. Let's take a look at the page. There we go. I think it needs actually the word sitemap at the top. That would look better. And I think they're a little bit big, those titles. So let's just drop them down to H4. That's better. Let's come up here. Let's grab a heading, drop it up here. Let's do this actually. swimsigns.com sitemap. Lovely. I think maybe a H3. Well, it should be a H1 actually, but I want it a little bit smaller. Not that small. Like that. What do you think? Center? Center's good. Maybe left. That's fine. Left is fine. Let's go update. View this page. There we go. It is a little bit stretched, this page. I'd like it a bit more contained. So I'm just going to go edit page. I'm not going to go edit with Elementor. And come down here, content layout. I'm going to switch that. Oh, boxed. Box sounds good. Let's go with that. Update. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks much better. So that's our sitemap, the human sitemap, the HTML sitemap. Humans can come in and read it and enjoy it. One thing I have noticed actually is we've got more than one checkout. I think that may have happened when we imported the demo stuff. So let's just tidy that up very quickly. Just come into pages. I'm just going to delete the pages we don't need. We've got this one here and this one here. That's cart 2. I don't want cart 2, or this one is actually set as the cart page, but it says cart page. So let's get rid of this one. Trash. This one's the checkout page because it says checkout page. So let's get rid of this one. That's not. This one's the my account page. This one's not. Although we don't really need a my account page with this kind of site because people aren't buying from us. They're going off to Amazon. Okay. That's all the duplications gone, or the duplicates gone. Let's go into the trash and just empty this out. Because I want to come back in here and change these permalinks or URLs or slugs, whatever you want to call them. So cart, quick edit. Slug, I don't want that too. Now, if you don't empty the trash, you may not be able to do this because there'll already be a page which is cart. You might not even have the duplicates, could just be something that I did. What was the other one? The checkout. I want these 2s on the end. Finally, my account. Okay, that's nice and tidy. I do like to keep things in order. Right, so let's do the XML sitemap, which is what we're going to need for Google. So for that, I'm going to install the Yoast SEO plugin, which is a really powerful SEO plugin, great for optimizing pages and posts and stuff like that. I've got loads of videos on Yoast SEO on the channel. I'll put links to some useful ones in the description. And going forward, I think I'm going to do some more Yoast videos, probably do with an update. So that's installed. The feature that I'm going to be using now is the sitemap. So to access that, we go into SEO and general. This is going to features. Make sure that XML Sitemaps is on, which it is. Click on this little question mark. Let's click see the XML sitemap. Just check it's working. There it is. Now there's too much stuff in there. I don't want all this stuff. It will confuse Google. Let's turn some things off. So I'm going to go into search appearance over here. We basically just want to submit the posts and the pages and the products. So content types. Posts, yes, perfect. Pages, yes. Templates, no. Products, yes. Okay, that's that. Media. Okay, we'll leave that as yes. Taxonomies. Good word. So categories, no. Tags. Nope. Formats. That's already on, no. Product categories. Yeah, we'll go for product categories, I guess. Product tags, we'll say no for that one. Shipping classes, certainly not. Brand, no, I don't want any of this stuff. It's just too much. No. Right, there's quite a few here, so I'm just going to go through and turn all these to no. I'm going to do a quick speed up of time using the power of video editing technology. Wow, that was quite a lot. I've set them all to no. Let's go right back up to the top again. Just check archives. Author archives, no. Date archives, they already know. Special pages, that's all fine. Save changes. Okay, if we come back to our XML sitemap and refresh. There we go, that's much tidier, look. Drill into these, we can see there's all our content. So this is basically what we're going to submit to Google. So to do that, pop over a new tab. I'm going to do a search for Google Search Console. It's this one here, search.google.com. Click Start Now. You need a Google account to do this. So I've already got some sites in here. If you haven't, it'll prompt you to add one, I'm sure. But I want to add a new one. So to do that, click up here and go Add Property. I'm going to go for URL prefix. That's the classic way of doing it. It's just HTTPS. Oh, I don't think I've got www. How I know? Swimsigns.com. Continue. Okay, I've got a green tick because I've got Google Analytics installed, which is a great way of verifying yourself. So make sure you've got your analytics set up first. Click Go to Property. Security issue 1 issue detected. What's that? Let's have a look. Google has detected harmful content. Really? Where's my deceptive pages? Ooh, I don't know what that is. That's weird. I'm going to click Request Review. There weren't any issues. If you get the same thing, I'd suggest you do that as well. Okay. Anyway, let's go into Sitemaps. And let's enter the sitemap URL, which is this here. Just copy that bit after the slash, pop that in, click submit. All done. Couldn't fetch, why not? Somehow could not be read. It's there, not sure what that's all about. Let's just go back in. Now I'm sure that'll be fine. Just gonna give it a little while and then I'm sure it'll be able to crawl that. So that's the sitemaps all done. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, that should be fine. So that brings us to the end of this tutorial video. The site is all done. It's looking good. I'm really pleased with what we've created. Hopefully you are pleased with your site too. And yeah, that sitemap, by the way, it went multi console. That was fine. It was just a glitch at Google. So yeah, that was all good. I will be doing some more videos around this website going forward. I'm going to be doing a few bits of promotion on the site, and I'll basically just keep you guys up to date with the traffic numbers and the earnings and, you know, any other changes and work that I do on the site, so that you can follow me and do it to your site as well if you want to. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video. Well done if you got this far. Let's just wrap up the tutorial by going back to me in my office. Well done. You made it to the end of the video. Hopefully you've got a site set up that's looking really good and working really well. I'd love to see the website that you've created. Why not leave it in a comment below, or just send me an email to eagle@wpeagle.com and I'll take a look. I do a live stream every single Wednesday, and quite often within that stream I do some site reviews. So if you'd like me to review your site live, we can do that too. Just drop me an email and I'll add you to the list. So I'm going to let you go. You probably need a little lie down after doing all that work. But if you do want to watch some other videos, there's a couple that have appeared on the screen now. They've been chosen specially for you. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the eagle. And why not check out my vlog channel and click on my face to see what's going on over there. Until next time, bye for now.